Today I downloaded the comfort-discomfort pattern from the universe. So it's a complete contradiction to what most people believe. So most people, they spend their entire lives searching for comfort. It's like a comfortable job. You want to have a comfortable relationships. You want to have a happy relationship, and you want to have a nice home to live in, right? It's what we all search for. But comfort in life was never the goal. The goal in life is always the self-realization. And the self-realization has been talked about in many different philosophies and also religions. And so the question is, how do you self-realize? In the SuitedMonk philosophy, you have a suit, you have a monk, and you have a gap between the two. So you have a suit, which is your external self. You have a monk, which is your internal self. And then you have a gap between the suit and the monk, between how you show up in the world and who you are in the inside. And as long as you have a gap inside yourself, there will always be discomfort. But of course, in life, we don't want to be discomfort. So what do many people do is they actually run away from discomfort to then search for comfort. But here's what the universe showed me this morning, is that discomfort is not the enemy. Discomfort is, or going through discomfort is the path towards internal freedom and to find inner peace. Comfort in life is never the goal. It's the outcome of working through discomfort. So I've been running workshops for about 20 years globally, and I've seen people trying to run away from discomfort. And I remember one person who had a fallout with his business partner, and he couldn't forgive him. And he just kept living with the anger and the frustration because of that experience. So whatever he did in his life to start searching for comfort, let's say like to start a new business, to being in a new relationship, have a nice home, the discomfort was always there, disregarding of the external comfort. So in his suit, his external self, his life was comfortable, but he never really healed that internal discomfort from the fallout of his business partner. So people who can actually shift and look at discomfort are the ones who are willing to sit in something uncomfortable first. It's like having a difficult conversation or having an honest look at a decision that you've been avoiding. And it's about looking inside yourself. For every pain, for every frustration that you have in life is a discomfort that then can turn into comfort. So in the SuitedMonk philosophy, we call this the gap. You are stuck in the gap inside yourself, and that gap needs to be cleaned. And so when you embrace the discomfort that sits within your gap and you heal that part, comfort will be a natural outcome. Not external comfort, but like internal comfort, like the inner peace type of comfort. Because you empty the emotional backpack inside of you. And the ego that we all have wants comfort now, right? Our ego wants to avoid the friction. It wants to keep things smooth. It wants to look fine. But your inner monk already knows that avoiding discomfort is actually what keeps you stuck, because that is actually what the gap is, right? And it's the gap that keeps the frustration inside of you, knowing that something needs to change. But you keep choosing the comfortable version of your life instead of really who you are on the inside. And the longer you stay there in that gap and in that frustration, the wider the separation within yourself happens. So instead of chasing purely comfort today, ask yourself, what kind of discomfort have you been avoiding? So make a list of everything that makes you uncomfortable and then actually lean into it. So I had a fear of public speaking, for example, which was uncomfortable for me. I was angry at my dad because he left our family when I was young. And I actually didn't like the clothes that I was wearing when I grew up. And so all of these kind of different things made me actually uncomfortable in different areas of my life. And that discomfort was basically a misalignment with my internal self. And so you can only remove that by diving into the discomfort. You change that energy, you transmute that energy, and it will turn automatically into free energy because you release yourself from the burden of it. you free the gap inside yourself. So if you're just purely chasing external comfort right now, and it's just like, it's never happening, it just keeps going away, change your decision making. Go more towards the discomfort that you've been avoiding, change that, and then that comfort will be a natural outcome, right? So here's a question that I want to help you sit with is, where in your life are you feeling discomfort today? So go there and dive into that, because that will be the path towards your internal freedom, the alignment with your inner monk, to close the gap between your suit and your monk, your external and internal self, so you can be happy internally and then successful externally. So if this resonates with you, drop your comments below the video. And if the message of the Suited Monk philosophy resonates, please give the video a like, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.